Yes, that is right, as you can see from that video. Full proof, so much evidence. We can tell that Russo is a bad guy. What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give my final theory and my final thoughts before the final battle actually takes place. I want to talk about who is the bad guy or who is working with the bad guy. Try to guess and find out who that person under the hood was and that short from RB Battles. And just what's gonna happen throughout these next few days. So yeah, let's just go ahead and talk about that topic and give my final theory. So let's start off with talking about Russo. So we know Russo, the entire season, he's been acting sus. For instance, he tries to take us off topic of finding the bits and just looking at the new lobby near the beginning of the season. And of course, one of the really big things that made Russo a suspect, this note on the wall right here that said, "Don't trust Russo, trust me." Which is making people think that there is a fake Russo and the real Russo got kidnapped. Now, I've seen some theories, I've seen some videos of people who think that Russo is actually being misled by this main villain. People think that Russo is actually a good guy just trying to make the final battle good for us, but he's being misled by the villain. And I'm gonna say it here and now, I still think Russo is a bad guy. That is my final theory about Russo. Russo is still a bad guy. I mean, why else would there be a note saying, "Don't trust Russo, trust me" on the wall? And why else would he tell us to try and not find the bits, if the bits are the things we need to do in order to get the final battle? So yeah, I think some people out there think Russo's a good person, but in my opinion, he's staying as a bad person. He's working under the main villain, and he knows it. So yeah, I suspect on Saturday, January 28th, the final battle, something will be going on with Russo. Just know that. And now for my final theory on the other two hosts, Sabrina and DJ. And to be honest, even though at some point they were sus at some point, some people thought they were bad as well, including me. I think it's safe to say now that they are good people and they're not on the bad side. So I'd say that it is safe to trust Sabrina and DJ, and their role during the final battle will be like the people who navigate us and help us defeat the final battle. And now for Mr. Boringsworth, my final theory on Mr. Boringsworth. Someone who I think has been acting very weird and has been a big suspect this entire season. I see you, Mr. Boringsworth. Don't think you're getting away with this. You might be on the other side of this window, but I'm right here. I'm right here! I'm right here! So obviously, I've had Mr. Boringsworth as a big suspect, and I think he's a bad guy. Just the way he's been acting, and just from my personal thoughts, I think Mr. Boringsworth is a bad guy. I mean, in the latest video that RB Battles posted, which was the short, we literally got a part where Russo said that Mr. Boringsworth is delaying the subway from going to the final battle. We got literal proof that Mr. Boringsworth is also working for the villain. Now obviously that's if my theory is right. But I am pretty sure that Mr. Boringsworth is a bad guy, who is working under the main villain as well. And the last two specific people I want to talk about, J Party and 1x1x1x1. I've seen a lot of people say that they're the main villains, that they are the ones behind all this, the concert being invaded, us having to take a ship and go to a different lobby. I've heard a lot of people go back and forth. J Party is the main villain, 1x1x1x1 is the main villain. And let me give you my final theory of who the main villain is. Obviously, it could have been anyone, but I think we are right that it is J Party. If we remember in this amazing music video that they posted a year ago, if we remember the very last part of it, the very mysterious part at the end of this music video, there's a person who throws a knife at this TV. And then there's a note that says, "You won't get away with this," signed by JP. Now who else could be JP than J Party? JP is literally J Party. And he wrote a sign saying, "You won't get away with this." So that makes me think that our main villain is J Party. Of course, let me know who you think the main villain is in the comments. Actually though, let me know because I am very curious to see what you guys think. And before I sum it all up with a tier list, gotta just talk about this last thing. The person in the hood in that short, the one that snuck into the base, I have no idea who that is. Like, honestly, I have no idea at all. That part is just so confusing to me. And here's my amazing tier list, as you can see. So amazing. We got a section called main villain, bad, good, and question mark, which means they have nothing to do with this. So here's my final theory. Starting off with the host. Russo is a bad guy. Sabrina is a good guy. Or good woman. Wait, what? Okay, I don't even know. DJ is a good guy. 1x1x1x1. I think he honestly has nothing to do with this. I feel like he just wasn't supposed to be part of the event. Mr. Boringsworth, a bad guy as well. And for our final person, J Party, who is the main villain. So J Party is the main villain, and Russo and Mr. Boringsworth are working under J Party, and that just leaves Sabrina and DJ as good people. And then there's this guy right here. He's just that guy. But yeah, there is my final theory. This is what I think. Of course, I had to do this before the final battle, or else it would have just gone to waste. So yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments. And that's basically it for this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.